Dear soul, pay close attention, for the angels bring today a revelation that touches the deepest fibers of your being and the heart of that special person who occupies your thoughts. This is not about a chance encounter, a fleeting affection. What exists between you is much older, more powerful than you might imagine. The angels show me clearly that this connection did not begin in this existence. It has roots in past lives, in times and places that conscious memory does not reach, but the soul recognizes instantly. That's why the intensity is so great, the attraction so magnetic, and sometimes the confusion so present. This person, even if they can't put it into words, feels this ancestral force that pulls them in your direction. They may try to rationalize, find logical explanations for what they feel, but there's something inexplicable, a sense of familiarity, of belonging, that defies any logic. It's like recognizing a melody that you've never heard before, but that resonates in the soul as if it were the song of your own heart. This connection from past lives carries echoes of the past, joys, lessons, and perhaps even challenges that remain unresolved. And it's precisely this accumulated energy that is culminating in something extraordinary at this very moment. The angels say that this person is feeling an unusual internal restlessness, a subtle but persistent pressure that is pushing them towards a change. They may not fully understand the origin of this urgency, but they feel that something needs to be done, that a cycle needs to be moved. Haven't you noticed that certain coincidences in your life are not mere coincidences? That encounters, feelings, and even obstacles seem orchestrated by a greater force. This is especially true when it comes to soul connections like yours. The universe conspires to reunite souls with intertwined histories who need to meet again to continue their joint evolution. And this conspiracy is reaching a critical point today. There's an energy of decision in the air, a vibration of change that involves this person in particular. They are being called to act, to break with old patterns, to make a choice that may surprise not only you but themselves. Think about recent times, the signs, the sensations. Maybe you felt a restlessness, an expectation without knowing exactly why. That's the reflection of the energy that is moving in the energy field of this person. They are on the verge of something new, feeling the weight and the lightness of this ancestral connection. Their soul knows that there's a greater purpose, even if the conscious mind still resists it. They may have resisted, may have distanced themselves, may have tried to deny the depth of what they feel, but the bonds of past lives are persistent. They don't break easily. And now, these bonds are exerting an irresistible force. What I'm going to reveal next may change everything about how you see this situation. The angels want you to understand the complexity and beauty of this connection. It's not just about romance or affection in this life. It's about souls that recognize and seek each other through time. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments. True love finds its way to me. This act of faith opens your channels to receive the guidance and strength that the angels send. Now continuing the message. This person is feeling the call of this connection in a way that they may have never felt before. It's a mixture of nostalgia for something they can't name and an urgency for something that's still to come. The angels ask that you remain receptive with an open heart, but also with your feet firmly planted in your own truth. The decision she's about to make today will be surprising because it's coming from a deep place, a place she may not often access, the place where the soul keeps memories of past lives and the contracts made before birth. Pay attention to subtle signs around you today, dear soul. A feeling, an intuition, a word heard by chance. Angels are communicating with you too, preparing your heart for what's to come. The depth of this ancestral connection is the key to understanding the intensity of feelings and often the complexity of the dynamic between you. It's not uncommon for souls with ties from other lives to bring patterns, both positive and challenging. Perhaps in another existence you were allies, lovers, family, or even had unresolved conflicts. All this creates an energetic tapestry that influences the current relationship. This person, feeling the strength of this connection, also feels the weight of this unwritten but vibrant history in their soul. That's why there can sometimes be approach and avoidance behavior, an illogical hesitation. She's dealing not only with present feelings, but with echoes of a past that her soul recognizes. Have you ever caught yourself looking at this person and having a sudden sense of déjà vu, as if you'd lived that moment before? Or felt an instant understanding or irritation that you couldn't explain? These are glimpses of the shared history that your souls carry. Angels show that this person is, at this moment, going through an internal process of recognition, as if veils are being lifted, allowing her to feel, even if unconsciously, the true magnitude of what exists between you. She may not be able to say we knew each other in another life, but the feeling is undeniable. It's a knowing that comes from the soul, not the mind. And it's this deep knowing that's feeding the surprising decision that's approaching. Why? Surprising? Because it might go against everything she's been showing, against the logic she's tried to impose, or against people's expectations around her. It will be a decision from the essence, not the surface. Angels are working intensely to facilitate this clarity in her heart. They're sending waves of light, courage, unconditional love to help her overcome fears and doubts that this profound connection might awaken. Fear of intensity, fear of repeating old patterns, fear of surrendering to something so powerful. But the strength of the soul's call is becoming stronger than fear. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments 1111 to claim the energy of alignment and new beginnings that angels are pouring over this connection right now. This number is a powerful portal, and if this message is touching your heart and bringing clarity, consider kindly offering a thanks heaps. This gesture of gratitude helps us immensely to continue bringing these words of light and hope to you and to many other souls who need guidance. Your support makes all the difference. Now, continuing the message, think about the dynamic between you. Have there been moments of inexplicable synchronicity, shared dreams, or a feeling of knowing what the other is thinking or feeling even at a distance? All these are manifestations of this connection from other lives. And this person is beginning to realize that these coincidences are, in fact, the language of the soul. The decision she's about to make today isn't impulsive, although it may seem sudden. It's the result of a long internal process, accelerated by current cosmic energy and the loving intervention of her guardian angels and spiritual guides. They're creating the perfect conditions for her soul to finally express its truth. Be prepared, dear soul, not for what the mind expects, but for what the soul recognizes. The surprise may lie in the form, the moment, or the content of the decision, but it will be authentic and will come from the heart. Keep your vibration high, trust in the wisdom of the universe, and know that everything is unfolding according to the greater plan for the evolution of both souls. There's something very important you need to know about obstacles. Often, the deepest soul connections, especially those that span lifetimes, face significant challenges in the current existence. These obstacles don't arise by chance. They can be reflections of unresolved issues from the past, lessons that both souls need to learn, or simply the complex circumstances of the material world that test the strength of the spiritual bond. This person may have faced, or still be, facing internal or external barriers to fully living this connection. Perhaps fear of judgment, prior commitments, emotional wounds from other relationships, or even an internal resistance to accepting something so deep and transformative. They may have used these obstacles as justification for the distance or for the hesitation. They might have convinced themselves that the connection was impossible or too complicated. However, the angels show that the energy is changing drastically today. The strength of this ancestral bond is beginning to dissolve these barriers, or at least giving this person the courage to face them in a new and unexpected way. That's why the decision will be surprising, because it might involve precisely the overcoming of an obstacle that seemed insurmountable. Perhaps they will decide to communicate something they've always repressed, take an action that goes against their own defenses, or make a move that challenges external circumstances. The angels are working behind the scenes, smoothing paths, inspiring courage, and aligning events so that this decision can emerge. They don't force free will, but offer support and clarity so that the choice coming from the soul can materialize. Have you felt that, despite all the difficulties, something greater has always kept you connected, even subtly? A hope that persisted, a feeling that the story hadn't ended? That's the power of the connection from past lives, acting, waiting for the right moment for a new development. And that moment is approaching rapidly. Before continuing the message, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take advantage and subscribe now by clicking the button. Your subscription is a valuable support that allows us to continue sharing messages like this, which can illuminate paths and bring comfort. It's quick, easy, and helps us immensely. Continuing the message, the surprising decision today may be a small step, but with immense meaning. It might be a word, a gesture, a change of stance. Don't necessarily expect grand drama, but rather an authenticity that you perhaps haven't seen before coming from this person. It will be a sign that their soul is taking command, even if for a decisive instant. The angels ask that you observe with the heart, not with the critical mind. Try to perceive the energy behind the action or the words. The surprise may lie in the revealed vulnerability, the unexpected honesty, or the courage to go beyond their usual pattern. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 8. This number carries the vibration of balance, karmic justice, and manifestation. Write in the comments, "I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 8 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love very much." Feel this energy of power and alignment flowing to you. If this message touched your heart and brought hope, show your support with a thanks heaps. Every contribution is a ray of light that helps us spread more inspiring messages to those in need. Her decision today is a potential turning point, a moment where the energy of the past meets the potential of the future. Trust in the guidance you're receiving and know that you're also supported by angels in every step. What exactly involves this surprising decision that the angels announce for today? They don't reveal specific details, as the person's free will and the natural unfolding of events need to be respected. However, they show the nature of this decision. It will be something that stems from a deep realization about the importance of this connection from other lives. It's as if, suddenly, a missing piece in her internal puzzle fits into place, bringing a sudden and powerful clarity. This clarity will drive her to act in a way that perhaps she herself didn't predict until recently. The surprise may lie in the fact that the decision may not follow a logical or expected path. It might be something emotionally charged, intuitive, almost like a soul's impulse that she can no longer contain. Maybe she'll decide to express feelings she's kept hidden for a long time, or make a gesture of approach that seemed unlikely. It could also be an internal decision that will change the way she interacts with you, or how she perceives her own life from now on. The energy of today is crucial. The angels emphasize that there's an open energy window at this moment, a confluence of astrological and spiritual influences that favors breakups with the past and acts of courage from the heart. This person is being bathed by this energy, and it's catalyzing her internal process. It's a loving nudge from the universe for her to step out of inertia or doubt. You might be wondering, how will I know? How will I perceive it? The angels say, trust your intuition. You'll feel a change in the energy, even if it's subtle. It could be an internal feeling, a synchronicity, or her own action that will reach you unexpectedly. The important thing is to be present and receptive. Before we continue, the angels ask you to do a powerful release exercise to make space for the new. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you'd like to forgive. No need to detail just the names or initials. As you write, visualize each one of them and yourself surrounded by golden light. Send love and say mentally or softly, I forgive you and release you. May peace be with you and with me. Feel the lightness and freedom that genuine forgiveness brings, releasing old energies and opening your heart. Repeat this practice every day, if possible, to strengthen your inner peace and reduce any anxiety. Now, continuing the message, the surprising decision may also be a choice of healing. Maybe she'll decide to seek help to deal with her own blocks, or resolve to abandon a behavior pattern that sabotaged the connection between you. Remember, the surprise isn't just in the act itself, but in the meaning behind it, a step towards authenticity and recognition of the depth of this ancestral bond. The angels ask you to avoid creating rigid expectations about how this will happen. Just keep the faith that something significant is in motion. Her soul is speaking, and today she may find the courage to listen and act according to this inner voice. The way she'll communicate or demonstrate this decision will be unique to her, but it will come charged with a different energy, an energy of truth that you might not have felt before. Be alert, dear soul. The universe is weaving golden threads today, connecting past, present, and future in an unexpected way through this person and the decision she's about to make. Trust in the process. But that's not all. There's something even deeper happening in the energetic dynamic between you two that the angels want to shed light on. This connection from past lives doesn't just affect the person who's about to make the decision. It resonates intensely with you as well, dear soul. The intensity of feelings, the instant sense of familiarity, the moments of deep resonance, or for even disagreements that seem to carry a weight greater than the current situation justifies, all of this are echoes of that long shared history between your souls. You may have felt confused or overwhelmed by this intensity at times, without fully understanding why this particular person stirred you so much. The angels explain that this happens because, on a deep energetic level, your souls recognize and react to each other based on all the baggage of past experiences. It's as if there's a shared energy field between you, where emotions, thoughts, and intentions of one can influence the other, even from a distance and without verbal communication. Have you ever suddenly thought of that person and then shortly after received news or felt a shift in energy? Or dreamt of them at crucial moments? This isn't just imagination, it's the manifestation of that shared energy field. Your souls are in constant dialogue, even if your conscious minds don't perceive it. And today, as this person approaches the surprising decision, that energy field is vibrating with a particular intensity. You may be feeling this as internal restlessness, heightened emotional sensitivity, or a sharper intuition. Your own spirit is responding to the energetic movement happening with them. The angels ask that you honor these feelings and perceptions. They are your inner compass, guiding you through this complex dynamic. It's important that, at this time, you also take care of your own energy. Stay centered, practice self-care, connect with nature or engage in activities that bring you peace. This will help you process the energies that are moving and to receive their decision with clarity and balance. Understanding that this connection is from past lives also helps you release the need to control the outcome. There's a bigger plan at work, an evolutionary purpose for both souls. Sometimes the reunion serves to heal old wounds, other times to complete unfinished tasks, or simply to rekindle a flame of love that transcends time. What is the specific purpose of your connection? This will become clearer over time and with the choices both of you make. Today's decision is an important step in that revelation. What you need to understand is that your soul also chose to participate in this dynamic, this energetic dance. There are valuable lessons for you in all of this. Perhaps about patience, about forgiveness, about unconditional love, about healthy boundaries, or about trusting in the universe's greater wisdom. Observe how you react to your own feelings and to the actions or inactions of that person. These reactions are mirrors reflecting aspects of your own soul that seek healing and growth. The angels are by your side, offering support and clarity. Ask for their help to navigate through this intensity with grace and wisdom. Their decision today is not just about them, it's a catalyst for your own evolution as well. Be open to the insights that arise. There's something very important you need to know about the greater purpose. This connection from past lives and the surprising decision coming today are not isolated events or mere emotional coincidences. They are part of a greater purpose, a carefully orchestrated design by the universe for the evolution of the souls involved. Every reunion of souls that share past stories brings with it a unique opportunity for healing, learning, and mutual growth. What would be the specific purpose of this connection? The angels suggest there may be several layers. It could be about healing karmic patterns. Perhaps in past lives there were imbalances, hurts, or unfulfilled promises that now seek resolution. Today's decision may be a crucial step towards breaking those old patterns and creating a new energetic future for both of you. It could also be about mutual learning. Perhaps one soul needs to learn about courage and the other about patience, one about vulnerability and the other about self-worth. The dynamics you experience, the challenges and the joys, are carefully planned lessons for each one's spiritual growth. The surprising decision may represent a test, a practical lesson, or the conclusion of an important module in this learning. Or perhaps the purpose is simply to rekindle and celebrate a deep love that has withstood time. A love that serves as a beacon, not only for the two of you, but also as an example of true connection for the world. Today's decision may be the catalyst for that love to bloom in a new and more conscious way in this existence. It's essential to trust that, even when the path seems confusing or difficult at times, there's a greater wisdom guiding every step. The decision this person will make today, however surprising it may be, is aligned with that greater purpose, even if it doesn't seem obvious at first. It will be an energetic movement that will propel your dynamic into the next phase, whatever it may be. Before we continue, let's strengthen the current of positive energy. Share this video now with two loved ones who you feel may need a message of hope, faith, and clarity about their own connections. By sharing, you not only help other souls, but also amplify the energy of support around you. Let's together build a current of love, and take this moment of connection to leave a comment with a small prayer or a request to your guardian angel, asking for guidance and protection for you and for this special person. X. My guardian angel, light our paths. Now, continuing the message. Trusting in the greater purpose doesn't mean being passive, but rather understanding that you don't need to control every detail. Do your part, take care of yourself, keep your vibration high, be authentic in your feelings and decisions, and surrender the rest to the universe, knowing that the angels are tirelessly working for the greater good of all involved. Today's decision may open unexpected doors, bring clarity where there was doubt, or initiate a deep healing process. Receive it with an open heart, seeking to understand the gift it brings to your own spiritual evolution. Even if the decision seems challenging initially, seek the lesson, the growth, the opportunity to become an even more loving and conscious version of yourself. The angels are celebrating this soul's courage in taking a step towards her truth, and they also celebrate your strength and resilience in navigating this deep connection. Remember, everything is interconnected, and every move is part of a perfect cosmic dance. Now let's delve into what's happening internally with this person at this very moment as she approaches this surprising decision. The angels offer a glimpse of the energetic and emotional process that's driving her today. Imagine an internal scale. On one side there are fears, doubts, old patterns, voices of logic and perhaps pride that have kept her hesitating or resisting the depth of this connection from other lives. On the other side, there's the growing force of the soul, the deep recognition of the connection between you, the inexplicable longing, the intuition that whispers the truth, and the call of the greater purpose we spoke about. Today, the energy is flowing so intensely that the soul side of the scale is gaining decisive weight. It's as if an internal dam is about to burst. The pressure of authentic feelings, fueled by ancestral connection and angelic intervention, has become almost unbearable to contain. This person may be experiencing a sudden clarity, a eureka moment, where the pieces fit and they realize they can no longer ignore what they feel or the importance you hold. Or it might be an unexpected wave of courage, a force that propels them to overcome a fear that was paralyzing them. The angels are actively involved in this process now. They're clearing energetic interferences around her, sending inspiring thoughts, placing synchronicities in her path, perhaps a specific song, an overheard conversation, a symbol that reminds her of you, and above all, enveloping her in an energy of unconditional love that dissolves fear. Have you noticed how certain coincidences in your life aren't mere coincidences? Today, this person may be experiencing a series of those significant coincidences that are gently but firmly pushing them towards this decision. She may be struggling internally, the rational mind still trying to find arguments against, but the force of the soul, amplified by the energy of the day and celestial help, is prevailing. The process may not be calm for her. It might involve anxiety, palpitations, a sense of urgency, But beneath that surface agitation, there's an undercurrent of determination and truth emerging. It's her soul reclaiming its space, asking to be heard and honored. And the surprising decision will be the result of this claim. It will be an act of alignment with her deepest essence, even if it seems sudden or out of character to those observing from the outside. She's being invited to take a leap of faith, to trust that inner voice that recognizes the antiquity and preciousness of the connection between you. What can you do while this happens? Keep your own energy calm and centered. Send thoughts of love and light to this person, not to influence their decision, but to support their courage and clarity. Trust that they have the strength needed to do what their soul asks, and prepare your own heart to receive what comes, with openness and compassion, knowing that everything is part of a larger and perfect plan for the evolution of both of you. The energy is culminating, dear soul. The decision is forming in the depths of her being, ready to emerge. We've reached the climax of this message, dear soul. The angels want to emphasize the magnitude of what's moving today, connecting the threads of the past, present, and future of this special connection that transcends time. The connection from other lives that binds you is a rich tapestry, woven with threads of shared experiences, mutual learnings, and a love that persists through the ages. This ancestral story is not just a romantic backdrop. It's the very foundation upon which the current dynamic is built, explaining the intensity, the familiarity, and, at times, the challenges you face. The surprising decision this person is about to make today is a crucial chapter in this long saga. It's not an isolated act, but a turning point, a catalytic moment, driven by the accumulated energy of the past and the loving intervention of the present. The angels show that this decision, whatever it may be in its specific form, represents a significant step of her soul towards her truth and the greater purpose of this connection. It's an acknowledgement, conscious or not, that ignoring the depth of this bond is no longer a viable option for your spiritual growth. As this energy culminates, you may feel an intensification in your own intuition or sensitivity. Trust these feelings. Your spirit is in tune with the movement that's happening. The angels ask that you remain in a space of loving receptivity. Don't try to predict or control the outcome. Be open to receive whatever comes, whether it's direct communication, a change of attitude, or an internal perception that brings clarity. Remember the strength and resilience that exists within you. You've navigated through this intense connection thus far and have all the ability to handle what's coming with grace and wisdom. The angels are by your side, offering protection, clarity, and unconditional love. Invoke their presence whenever you feel the need. Today's surprising decision may be the beginning of a new phase for you, an opportunity for healing, deepening or redefining the relationship. It may also be a necessary step for each to follow their individual path with more clarity and peace, honoring what has been lived. Whatever the unfolding, know that it's aligned with the greater good of both souls. The universe doesn't make mistakes in matters of the soul. Trust in divine time and the perfection of the bigger plan. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments. Connected souls always find each other again. Share your experiences in the comments, your perceptions about this deep connection. If you enjoyed this video and felt the truth in the angel's words, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content and messages of light. Thank you for watching, for opening your heart, and for trusting in celestial guidance. See you in the next video, dear soul. Translation. It's a recognition, conscious or not, that ignoring the depth of this bond is no longer a viable option for your spiritual growth. As this energy peaks, you may feel an intensification in your own intuition or sensitivity. Trust these feelings. Your spirit is in sync with the movement that's happening. The angels ask that you remain in a space of loving receptivity. Don't try to predict or control the outcome. Be open to receive whatever comes, whether it's direct communication, a shift in attitude, or an internal perception that brings clarity. Remember the strength and resilience that exists within you. You've navigated through this intense connection thus far and have all the ability to handle what's coming with grace and wisdom. The angels are by your side, offering protection, clarity, and unconditional love. Invoke their presence whenever you feel the need. Today's surprising decision may be the beginning of a new phase for you, an opportunity for healing, deepening or redefining the relationship. It may also be a necessary step for each to follow their individual path with more clarity and peace, honoring what has been lived. Whatever the unfolding, know that it's aligned with the greater good of both souls. The universe doesn't make mistakes in matters of the soul. Trust in divine time and the perfection of the bigger plan. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments. Connected souls always find each other again. Share your experiences in the comments, your perceptions about this deep connection. If you enjoyed this video and felt the truth in the angel's words, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content and messages of light. Thank you for watching, for opening your heart, and for trusting in celestial guidance. See you in the next video, dear soul.